You know, I was doing some calculations back there. 2,000 yen from each bum gets you about 100k. Now, my math's not great, but you talk pretty big for a guy collecting chump change. What are you gonna do? Sick your big tough Lumang boys on us? Do they even have any of those? No, seriously, when should we expect them? When are you gonna tell them that you got beat up by a couple of hobos while scrounging for pocket change? How are they gonna take that? Ooh, our boy Zhang got his ass kicked. Then what? They're gonna rally the fucking troops for you? Officers don't just go out and save their minions from every little street fight. Wait, this isn't even Lumang turf? You've got even less leverage than I thought, Zhang. Yeah, I don't know a lot about Yokohama, but I'm sure the gangs here are real strict. If you're waltzing across the border to shake us down, isn't that a turf violation? So not only did you get whipped by a couple of bums, you were trespassing. Honestly, man, I wouldn't even report this one if I were you, unless you want to make your whole gang into a joke. It's hard, being the bottom rung of a ladder, isn't it? I can relate to that, actually. Difference is, I learned not to bully people who couldn't defend themselves. Okay, let's see. Once upon a time, there was a man. There was a man who didn't know where he came from. This man had longed to find his birthplace ever since he was a small child. His birthplace. A place he only remembered in his dreams. He wanted to know more about himself, maybe. About his place, the house where he was born. One day, the man left the home of his adoptive father and went on a quest to find the answer. His only clue was the blue light he saw in his dreams. Yeah, he thought it might be a memory of his birthplace. An ocean, maybe. Hey, you're jumping ahead. A lot of things happened along the way, all right? Okay, we can skip ahead. No, he never found it. I mean, how could he? His only clue was a colored light. So he went back to the home of his adoptive father. What do you think his father did when he came home? No way! The father raised his fist and beat the son he had worked so hard to raise. I don't know. But you know what surprised him even more? The father smiled. After beating up his son. Can you believe that? He just gave his son a beating. But this is what the man thought when he saw his father smile. This is my home. This is the place I call home. The man is still searching for his birthplace, but he already has a home. Maybe it's the same for Vivi. He's just looking for a place to call home.
Snake, for shame! I can't believe you would point a weapon at your own brother.
Ah, you refer to Foxdie? Possibly. I'm not exactly sure how the Hunter Woman programmed the virus. But in any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried. After all, our genetic code is identical. That's right, twins. But not just ordinary twins. We're linked by cursed genes. Les enfants terribles, the terrible children. That's what the project was called. In the early 70s, a group of scientists were charged with creating the most powerful soldier who ever lived. But in order to do that, they needed a genetic master mold to work from. A foundation of perfection. A man whose military mind and combat abilities were unparalleled throughout the world. Big Boss. But while you got all the old man's dominant genes, I was stuck with his flawed recessive ones. Everything was done at my expense so that you could become the greatest of his children. The only reason I exist at all is so they could create you. Can you even comprehend how that feels? To know that you've been nothing more than genetic garbage since the day you were born? Yet, strangely enough, I'm the one Father chose. Love? It's hate! He always told me I was inferior. And you killed Father with your own hands! You stole my chance at revenge! But I will take Metal Gear and finish what he started! I will surpass him!
Now is not the time to be choking on pride. What we faced here was only the beginning. The undead ranks are bolstered every time one of our warriors falls in battle. Easy, lad. Brave as you are, you can't hope to defeat a man who commands the dead all by yourself. Watch your tone with me, boy. You may be the prince, but I'm still your superior as a paladin. How can you even consider that? There's got to be some other way. You are not my king yet, boy. Nor would I obey that command if you were. Treason? Have you lost your mind, Arthas? You've just crossed a terrible threshold, Arthas. Your father ruled this land for 70 years, and you've ground it to dust in a matter of days. This urn holds your father's ashes, Arthas. What were you hoping to do, piss on them one last time before you left his kingdom to rot? I dearly hope that there's a special place in hell waiting for you, Arthas.
This is Rupture Farms. They say it's the biggest meat processing plant on Oddworld. I used to work here. Well, I was really a slave, like all the others.
That's me. My name is Abe. I was Employee of the Year. Now I'm dead meat. I crossed the meanest boss in the world, Mullock the Gluckin. My whole life changed in just one day. I was working late one night at Rupture Farms. We used to make Meech munchies until the Meeches were through. We still made paramite pies, and we made some good scrab cakes too. I thought I had a good job, but that was before I knew. How we'd make new and tasty? I was still to find. The truth, it turned out. Now that would blow my mind. The Gluckins were scared, 'cause profits were grim. Paramites and scrabs had been turning up thin. But Mullock was cool. He had a plan. This new kind of meat? It was us! I just had to escape. I just had to be free. And I didn't even know that I had a destiny. So, get me out of here!
Right. Touch that wire and the C4 will blow up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about. Special Operations Foxhound. Revolver Ocelot. I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake. Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend. This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army. 6 shots. More than enough to kill anything that moves. Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver. You're pretty good. Just what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the boss. But I'm just getting warmed up.